Welcome inside Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana. Paul Burmeister, Joique Bell, and Bucky Brooks. We spent this Sunday watching the quarterbacks, wide receivers, and running backs work out on the field. We saw a lot of 40s. We saw a lot of balls being thrown, cones being cut around. We did not see this. Joique Bell, Division II Player of the Year. Take it away. I tell you what. I like it. He's Division II Player of the Year because he rushed for over 2,000 yards at Wayne State, but that's the best thing I've seen from him, and I saw him at the Senior Bowl as well. So we appreciate Joique for being part of it here, but we are here to kind of break down and address everything we saw on this Sunday from the quarterbacks, wide receivers, and the running backs. Bucky, who stood out to you the most?
You know, the first guy I'm talking about is standing out is Golden Tate from Notre Dame. Golden Tate had a fabulous day when you look at what he did in the 40 and all the drills. 4.42 in the 40, jumped well, but more importantly, he ran routes like we thought he could run at Notre Dame. When you put all the pieces together of what he did today, that was very, very impressive. Then the second guy that I would talk about would be Jacoby Ford. Jacoby Ford, the speedster from Clemson, 4.28 40, ran exceptionally well, but also the thing, the knock on him coming in was could he be a polished receiver? He looked good running routes, caught the ball well, really looked like a pro going through everything.
And Bucky, we love comparisons this time of year. When you look at Golden Tate and what he did today and what you've seen on film at Notre Dame, anybody in the NFL that he reminds you of?
You know, it's funny, we even talked about this, but he reminds me of Steve Smith from the Carolina Panthers. A gritty, competitive guy, explosive, goes and gets it, plays bigger than his size. In fact, I talked to him about it today, and we have some of that footage on tape.
Steve Smith, absolutely, hands down, very physical, fast guy, built like me, you know, not the 6'5", 6'4" guy. Another guy is Percy Harvin. You know, I really like what Minnesota did, and I think I bring that dimension to the game. I think I can be a punt returner, a kick returner, reverses, wildcat, slot guy, outside. So I think, you know, I'm bringing a new dimension to the game in this draft. So hopefully, you know, one of the teams will see that and see I can come and make an impact early.
So Golden Tate out of Notre Dame catching your eye today, Bucky, and prior to talking about him, you also brought up out of Clemson, Jacoby Ford.
Yeah, Jacoby Ford, and we talked about his track exploits and his accolades, but to me, when I look at him, he reminds me of Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun Jackson blazed the 40 out here, was exceptional in all the drills. Jacoby Ford showed the same dynamic talents. Now, the big thing on Jacoby Ford, people will say, he's a track athlete, can he play football? I think you even talked to him about that, and you had a question about how he will overcome that perception of being a track guy.
Right, and it's unfair almost just because the guy's really fast and has had success. He's a 60-meter indoor champion. He runs a 4.28 official time here on this Sunday, but I did think that, and I had a chance to ask him, is he a football guy or is he a track guy?
First I tell him, you know, look at the film, and you'll see a guy that has, you know, good agility and loves contact, and, you know, I don't shy away from anything. And then another thing I'll tell them first, you know, I'm a football guy that just so happens to be able to run track.
Going to bring this evaluation of Golden Tate and Jacoby Ford full circle here. What team would they fit in with best, you think, come draft day?
When we look at it, Golden Tate has probably pushed himself into the first round. In the first round, I'm having to think the Baltimore Ravens or the New York Jets. Both need playmakers, both need guys who they can give the ball and have big things happen, and he definitely fits the bill. For Jacoby Ford, any team in desperate need of another receiver and a return man. This is a guy who has all kinds of potential to be a dynamic slot receiver and a returner. So I can see any team taking him in the second round. But for sure, he's gone in the second round.
All right, Bucky, so this Sunday defined by the quarterbacks, the wide receivers, and the running backs. Very much looking forward to Monday, the defensive linemen and the linebackers working out. We do anticipate Ndamukong Suh and Gerald McCoy, to many of the top two players in this draft, working out on Monday. NFL.com Live will have you covered. We'll see you here on Monday.